Today I'm going to show you an excellent core stability assistant exercise to improve your deadlift technique and performance.
Get up and get down, get up and get down.
The offset load is an excellent core stability exercise. Let me show you why. Let's talk Anatomy 101. If we look at your spine, there are a number of muscles that span long and small that run up and down your torso, much like a guy wire for a radio tower. Now, in order to provide optimal core stability for the trunk whenever we're lifting, all of those muscles must be tensioned optimally in order to provide stiffness and optimal stability for the entire body in order to then unleash distal athleticism and power, as Dr. Stuart McGill always says. Now, while the deadlift itself, in learning proper breathing and bracing and applying it to the deadlift, is always going to be the most important and most effective way to enhance core stability for the deadlift.
Start by bracing your core muscles in the standing position. Doing so will expand your torso slightly. Maintain this abdominal tension as you hinge down and grab the bar. Then breathe into that brace. You'll see the torso expand even more. And brace once more before activating the hips and starting your lift. The same goes for conventional and sumo technique. Brace before getting into your start position, breathe into that brace, and brace once more. Here's how you practice this concept.
Take your thumb and poke it in the posterior while our fingers are digging into the anterior portion of our trunk on both sides. From here, we're gonna go ahead and brace. Breathe into that brace, then brace once more. Experiencing continual expansion and optimal trunk stability.
Here's the same process with a heavier belt and more load. You'll feel your abs tension against the belt. Breathe into that brace and then brace one more time, feeling continuous lateral expansion, filling the belt, and then start the pull.
We can often include assistant exercises to expose and then improve weak links, especially when we're doing them offset, that we often go unseen whenever we're always doing double arm or double leg movements. So single arm, single leg, and offset loaded movements are excellent ways to expose problems in the stabilization process that can then enhance our technique and our longevity with lifting. So let's talk about the offset load. Now, all I'm using right here is just a barbell with a 5 kilo plate, so just a little over 10 pounds on the side. You don't need a lot of weight for this to really make this an effective exercise. Obviously, for my bigger, stronger athletes, you can go up a little bit more, but you really don't need to go very heavy to get a lot out of this exercise, even for my strongest athletes out there. Now, the idea is that you're gonna get set up in your regular deadlift. Obviously, because we're only loading one side in with a small plate, you're gonna start about mid-shin, if not right below your knee. Then you're going to stiffen your core and just really make sure as you go through the deadlift motion that that bar is staying 100% in line and not twisting. So I'm going to grab the bar and get into my deadlift setup. So from down here, the bar is level. I'm going to make sure I breathe, brace, and nice and slow go through my deadlift motion, making sure that I'm not twisting or bending side to side, that the bar, the center knurling, is staying right in the middle of my hips. Oftentimes, because this bar is loaded offset, it will want to swing over, tip down, or my body will start shifting. So because of the uneven load, I need to work very hard, especially on my opposite side core, to make everything nice and symmetrical. So something like this, nice and tight, you only need to run through a few reps. You can even just do the RDL if you wanted to. But something like this, a few reps, load the weight on the other side. And be very cautious, be very aware of whether or not you feel a difference on one side versus the other. Some people, when they pick up the weight on the other side, will instantly feel a little different. So now that I'm on this side, as I go down, does that feel harder? Does that feel easier? What is my body responding to this offset stimulus? How is it responding? And is it different? So again, the offset load is not going to take your deadlift from 200 to 500 pounds, but it can help expose some problems in your stabilization process that, when cleared up, can help you maintain your longevity, your sustainability with your deadlifting, so that with proper programming, load management, proper nutrition, proper recovery, it can allow you to sustain your progress long term. So exercises like this, I love to call longevity exercises. It's gonna expose those cracks in your foundation so you can clean them up, build a bigger house. So I hope you guys enjoy today's video on a fun and creative way to perform core stability, very specific to the movement of the deadlift. Try this out at home, let me know how it goes, and let me know if there's any questions you may have in the comment section below. Until next time, guys, happy deadlifting.
They say that energy flows where attention goes, so I pay no mind. Why waste my time with all these negative cats scratching? So caught up in their egos, these people have lost.